All right, are we recording? We're recording. Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Matthew Schoner. I'm Assistant Professor of History here at Lincoln Land Community College. I will be your instructor for History 101 this semester, and I'm super looking forward to it. So I'm putting this announcement up on Blackboard and sending it out to you guys tonight. This is tonight, meaning Friday, the Friday before the semester starts. So that way you have a couple days of looking at the class and poking around before things officially kick off. So you can get familiar with the content of the course, the format, and the Blackboard site when it is launched tonight, Friday, the 21st of August, 2020, in this wonderful year of 2020. So I wanted to give you this introductory video a couple days in advance just to talk a little bit about the course that we're getting into this semester. The course, and by the way, this is not a real background. This is the fake Zoom background that I have. If I move around too much, it does weird things. The real room that I'm in my house looks like a garbage dump. So I thought this might be more tasteful. Anyway, the format of the course looks like this. Because we're all on slightly different schedules, this is not a real face-to-face course like we would have in normal non-pandemic times. I'm breaking the course into 16 weekly modules. The semester is 16 weeks long, and you'll have 16 modules to go through in this course. Each week you'll be assigned readings for the textbook. Let's see if I can put it up here without the camera freaking out. Aha, yes, this is your, oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible, that's awful. There we go. Western Civilizations by Symes and Cole. That is your main textbook. You'll be doing select readings out of that book every week. And also, you'll be doing 2, maybe 3 historical documents from whatever time period we're reading about that week in this book. And this is the Perspectives book. It's all historical documents, what we call primary sources in history. We'll talk more about that next week. So each week you'll have readings from these 2 books. You'll be alternating and doing assignments based on those readings. So like one week you'll be asked to do a quiz on the textbook readings. And then the next week you'll be asked to write a short paper analyzing the historical documents from the other book. So you're going to be you'll be using both books each week, but you'll only be doing an assignment for 1 week, like basically every other week, focusing on assignments from one book. So things will make more sense when you see the schedule, if that's confusing. The short papers are going to be like 2 to 3 page papers, 500 to 700 words, in that range. And what I'm basically looking for is just that you're reading these documents and you're making a good faith effort to answer some questions that I give you about them. We'll walk through all that when classes start next week. So if you're freaking out, like, I have to write these papers, don't freak out. It's really not very heavy lifting. The due dates for every module, for every week, will be at the end of Friday. So everything for the week is going to be due Fridays, by the end of Fridays, like 1 minute before midnight on Friday nights. That way we can have a consistent due date for every weekly module. That way, if you have like a job that you work and it takes you like the entire week to finally be able to sit down and write your paper for that week or whatever, that way you have leeway, you have some time to work on the assignments for this class. Because that was my big concern, was giving you guys some really, really strict deadlines that you have to have something due by Monday and then another thing due by Tuesday and then another. Like, we're not doing that. We're going to be a little bit more flexible this semester because of COVID things. So the schedule for all these assignments will be outlined on the course schedule, and you can find that schedule on Blackboard, and I'll show you where it is in just a second. Since this is a remote class, however, not an online class, and there is a distinction there, I am planning on hosting Zoom meetings so that you guys can have at least a little bit of that face-to-face, real-life college classroom experience. So for this class, it's going to be Tuesdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. I will be hosting Zoom meetings. Anybody is welcome to join that's in the class. Tuesdays are going to be more focused on kind of lecture-y stuff, although we can still talk and have conversations. Fridays are going to be discussions based on the historical documents, because sometimes those are a little bit harder to read and figure out what's going on with those. The Zoom meetings, and I want to emphasize this right now, the Zoom meetings are not required, like ever, for your grade, okay? You will want to attend them as much as you can, because it's going to be really helpful for you in terms of completing the assignments. But if you don't go to any Zoom meetings at all this semester in this class, your grade will not be directly affected by that. You will not be penalized for not coming to these Zoom meetings, because we all have different schedules. Some of us don't have perhaps constant access to technology, webcams and microphones and computers even, and internet access, and that's okay. So again, flexibility is key for this semester. I'm also going to be holding office hours on Zoom, and I'm going to get that figured out as soon as I'm done here recording this tonight. So Blackboard, that's the last thing I want to talk to you guys about. I'm going to try and do the screen share thing. Hopefully you're going to be able to see what's going on. Aha. So your Blackboard course site will look like this. It's on student preview right now. On the left-hand side, there's going to be at the very top a Getting Started submenu, and it's just course information, stuff that I legally have to put on here, like minimum technology requirements and expected computer skills, and you have that, I'm sure you do. Basically, as long as you have access to internet and a computer, you're good for this class. Here's course overview. These are all things that you can put up on or read on your own time. The good stuff, though, the stuff that's directly pertinent to this class, is the My Course segment right here of the submenu. So this middle part is the most important. Here's where I'm going to post weekly announcements that will be CC'd also to your emails, but you'll be reading them here. So announcements will be there. The syllabus and the schedule, boom, are right here. And you guys, as of tonight, Friday, you can access Blackboard and look at the syllabus and the schedule. And we will review both of these items on Tuesday when we do our very first Zoom meeting. I'll record that too, and I'll post it on Blackboard if you can't make that meeting. All the weekly modules will be right here. Right now, I only have one of them up. But if you click on that week 1 folder, there's a week 1 to-do checklist with different assignments and things that you have to do for the week. So that's nice and helpful. For week 1, I've placed the PDFs of the readings from both books. And I'm only going to do that for week 1. But I know sometimes people have a hard time getting their textbooks for week 1. And so if that's your situation, you can read these, the PDFs of the readings for week 1. And I'm not going to do this after the first week, but you know, if you don't have the books yet, I got you covered for the first week. And then there's finally the first quiz, which is due on Friday. Again, I'll give more information about this stuff later on in this week. But for now, let's see if I can end this screen sharing. Yes, I'm back. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up about that stuff. I apologize if you've been waiting longer than you thought you would for information about this class. But one thing that you should know about me is I have a family. I have a wife and I have 2 beautiful kids who are being homeschooled this semester, and that's going to be tricky for me to teach 5 college classes and also teach introductory math to my 2nd grader and how to read to my kindergartner. So, I do just want to say though that if things come up this semester, and a few of you have already written to me and let me know, about your schedules, I get it. I understand that things are hard and difficult and tricky right now. I'm in that same boat. So with that in mind, I hope that we can have a good semester, and I hope we can stay on top of things. I'm honestly pretty excited about it. I hope you guys are too. Let me know if you have any questions. Go ahead and send me an email. You can find my email on Blackboard under the instructor information part of the menu. And just, let me know what's going on if you have any questions or concerns. All right, this video is getting long, so I'm going to cut it off here. I will see you guys on Tuesday.